As companies increase their use of cloud hosting for storage and computing, so increases the risk of attacks on their cloud services. There is ever-growing supply chain disruption and impact across all industries. Cloud computing vulnerabilities are increasingly common, and your organization must act to ensure mitigation. The dynamic nature of cloud-based infrastructure breaks traditional network boundaries but also introduces a variety of new challenges, making traditional security approaches ineffective. Hello and welcome to VAR India News Hour. The ransomware attacks have continued to dominate headlines, and they are constantly becoming more sophisticated. Cybercriminals are doing supply chain attacks to tamper with the manufacturing processes of a company either by hardware or software. Malware could be installed in any stage of the supply chain. Cloud computing in itself has seen multiple vulnerabilities in recent times, and as organizations continue to adopt the cloud, with 35% running more than 50% of their workloads on the likes of Azure, AWS and GCP, they struggle to manage the complexity of securing their cloud infrastructures across multiple cloud platforms, while also suffering a cyber skills and knowledge shortage. The industry has seen an increasing number of cyber attacks that leverage weak supply chain methodologies. Currently, the most prominent supply chain risk that organizations are exposed to comes from open source software. The open source community provides many modules and packages that are regularly adopted by businesses across the world, including those within your supply chain. The problem with open source, however, is that it is inherently insecure. That is in part because it is written by individuals who may lack the expertise or budget to make them completely safe. The other issue with open source code comes down to ownership. With this, cybercriminals have begun to exploit critical vulnerabilities in cloud providers to gain access to corporate environments. So far, in 2022, we have seen a seismic shift in the cloud threat landscape as more and more threat actors target critical vulnerabilities in both cloud providers and supply chains. Unfortunately, when it comes to your cloud provider, no matter who you choose, their platform will have vulnerabilities. You could conduct all the research in the world and call on to know-how of the industry's best experts, but you cannot control the security of your chosen provider's platform. Let's look into today's headlines in VAR India. NCLAT orders Google to deposit 10% of penalty. The National Company Law Appellate Tribunal has directed Google to deposit 10% of the total penalty of Rs 1,333.76 crore imposed by Competition Commission of India over alleged violations in the Android mobile ecosystem. Along with 10% of the total amount, Google will have to take a series of measures directed by CCI, like pre-installation of Google apps on Android phones may not be allowed. Foxconn to build self-driving vehicle platforms with Nvidia. Chipmaker Nvidia and electronics manufacturers Foxconn announced a partnership to develop autonomous vehicle platforms. Foxconn will manufacture electronic control units for cars based on Nvidia's Drive Orion chip specifically made for computing in connected and autonomous vehicles. The ECUs will serve the global automotive market. Salesforce reportedly shut down some offices. Salesforce Inc. is reportedly planning to cut jobs by 10% and close some offices amid an economic slowdown. The cloud-based software firm said that it increased headcount during the pandemic to meet the higher demand for services. Salesforce had nearly 80,000 employees at the end of the third quarter, up from about 70,000 a year earlier. Jeon appointed as India MD of LG Electronics. South Korean consumer electronics major LG announced the appointment of Jeon as the managing director of its India business. Former MD Jong-lak Kim has been promoted to the position of executive vice president and will be joining as Korea sales and marketing head. Prior to this, Jeon was in charge of the Gulf region as subsidiary president of LG. He also held other senior positions at LG Electronics as MD of Iraq, Jordan, Lebanon and Syria subsidiaries. Twitter to ease the ban on political advertising. Twitter says it will relax restrictions on its 3-year-old ban on political advertising as owner Elon Musk tries to boost revenue of the social media platform. The social media platform banned political advertising in 2019 after its then chief executive Jack Dorsey declared that reaching people with political messages should be earned, not bought. That's all for now. Please like, share, comment and subscribe to War India News Magazine. You can download the War India app from Google Play Store and Apple App Store for the latest news and updates. Stay tuned. Thank you.